Ides, everybody. We'll have a quick walk through. We're last week of the month, but it's not NFP this Friday. It's going to be next week. I'm trying to understand why it's about full weeks, I think. If we just have a look at Friday, ding, 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 bum, bum, bum. Yeah, it's not this Friday, it's next Friday, but there is still a decent amount of economic releases this week. So you need to keep your eye on the calendar. I mean, we had this one pre-market, pending home sales, top of B period, that tends to get a reaction. Talking head, look, it's popping up again. So a little bit on the docket today. Tomorrow, something jumped out at me. Just during A periods and consumer confidence, we can get some reaction through that. Wednesday, what's the ISM PMI? That causes some movement, excuse me. Thursday, think. A few things, and speech in the evening, bless them. And Friday, more PMI. So you've got to be a bit careful this week. You need to stay alert to what announcements are coming when. So there's pretty much something potentially big every day. And I would not rely, JVC, on plugins to platform. I'd be looking into an economic calendar each day just to be certain of what's going on.
Oh, what's the fun in that?
Yeah. So let's think about what's been happening structurally, or maybe let's even look at the dailies. We had this big down day on Friday. There were lots of single prints overnight on Thursday, Globex, and then Friday's an awkward day. It's a very push-pull, actually. And the odd thing about Friday, it caught me a bit, was at the low, 170 lots. So, okay, just below 50. But 170, normally, I think that's an intermediate pause. We've got potential to go lower. So we didn't. But I would say we've got potential to go lower. On the flip side, we have got a poor high up here at 34 and a quarter from that was Thursday's regular trading hours. That pretty much could have kicked off a big decline. So possibly, that's going to trade and resolve before we head down. So we've got to be a bit cautious. Overnight, we've put in this double distribution. You can see we've got a run of single prints between 89 quarter down to 87. So heading into regular trading hours today, I'm interested to see how we react to the overnight high. So we're trading up near the highs. That nasty edge there, 4,007. Yeah. We're building out a bit of volume through this thin area on the way down. So in my head, I'm kind of thinking we potentially push the overnight high, tidy up the profile a bit in some of these low volume areas and a few nasty edges. It'd be amazing if we saw that poor high. But our last move down, 47.5 wasn't that convincing in terms of being low enough. And if we look at what everything else has done, NQ has headed down, but we can kind of see it's asking to go there, sort of 868, 870. RTY, where is the floor? OR on RTY. Have we seen it? Is it going to go where those stops were, 1863? YM potentially has put it in, but could it be going one bit lower? So I'm cautious. Yeah, I think we could have a kind of uncommitted, skeptical move up, even short squeeze. Yeah, let's just get rid of everyone, then we head down. So the artifacts I'm interested in are this poor high up at 34. I want to see what occurs in terms of which end of the overnight do we break. We've got double distribution and we've got the run of single prints between them. So those are the sort of landmarks I'm looking for. But, it's Monday. I'm going to be cautious. In terms of the quality of high and the low, well, the low from overnight, price rejector, 2 VWAP standard deviations away. Yeah, plausible. We left some zero prints on this move up. They should be resolved. We've got UB at the high. So, we got lots of interesting little nuggets here and there. But having been scalping pre-market, well, I've just been doing other stuff. I'm now going to hang back, I think, and wait till the open. There's you can make a case for either direction. And I don't want to be the guy in the middle. I don't want to be trying to sell the resolution of these zero prints while we're grinding up. So I'm just going to sit back and wait a bit. But those are our artifacts and interesting landmarks, I'd say, as we head into Monday. What else? We've looked at the volume at price above and below us. We've looked at the TPO. Let's talk about the TRG calendar a little bit for this week. Jeff is potentially relocating as of Friday. So we have rescheduled Dino to Thursday at noon Eastern. Other than that, it's pretty much a regular week in TRG. I'll do a fishing trip tomorrow. Jeff will be doing some scalping stuff later this morning, provided weather isn't an issue. Likewise, scalping stuff on Wednesday, fishing trip on Thursday, and that is about it. Anything from your side, JVC, to add on top of that?
Nothing special. I'm going to be doing the exploiting your TRG experience session again tomorrow, and this time around Excellent. I'll be able to do the stuff that I couldn't do last week because of the server migration. So I'll be able to actually walk through some of the stuff in the back end and where things are in the library and whatnot. So it should be a little bit more productive of a session than last week, but bring any questions or suggestions or comments or anything like that, of course. And if we run out of stuff to talk about on as far as how to get the most out of TRG, we can always talk other stuff, platforms, or
how to get the least out of TRG.
Yeah, that too. Always good to get less for your money. That's I strive for that. The government helps a lot, but anyway, no, that's about it for this week.
Cool. Okay, so nothing really more from my side. Was there a hedge fund call? Don't know. Formula One, yachts, money, cocaine, yes. Rolexes. There we go. Wraps that up. I think that's about it. Burning desires going once. Anyone got anything they want to ask, observe, etc.? Chuck it in the chat. Robert's going to run off and get coffee. Clearly, he's in a hurry. But I think we will wrap there. Hopefully, Jeff will be able to do his scalping session a little bit later this morning. Obviously, we'll keep you posted as we know should anything change. So,
keep an ear on the pit.
Very good. So, bye for now, everyone. Have a good morning. Stay frosty.